Alright, hello and welcome. We are starting episode 19, but we are not starting episode 19 by heading up to the 19th floor. In fact, we're going to do a little bit of catch-up. We're going to cover some things that are, earlier in the game that we weren't able to take on right when we were passing by them, things that were optional, and we're going to be hitting some of that, and then we're going to start working on floor 19. So, with that said, we're going to head over here, where I'm pretty sure there is a very mean FOE that we're going to take on, and by now we should be well able to do it. We'll see, though. Alright, that was pretty easy. Nothing too amazing drop-wise, but now we can finish exploring this level 15. And in fact, it looks like there's a pit over there that we need to use, as well as maybe some other stuff. So let's look around, and we'll see if there's anything interesting down here. Alright, our first object of discovery is a treasure chest with a Star of the Just. That's an extremely good item, so that's really nice to find over here. But as you can see, we're here kind of in the north center of the level. There's a lot of space, though, that we've unlocked by getting past that FOE. So there's plenty more for us to find. So I'm going to keep looking around. Alright, check this out. We have got, looks like 2 pits over here. As you can see, we're kind of moving westward gradually. Not exactly sure which of these 2 pits is the one that we want to take, but we'll see if we can figure this out, and once I have a clear answer, I'll let you know. Oh, holy cow, 2 more. Look at this. I was hoping for treasure chests and stuff, but instead they gave me 1,000,000 pits. Okay, there's one more pink spot to check out before we try a pit, so let's go do that real quick, and then we'll start falling deliberately. Check this out, they're trying to trick us. There's a pit right there, and you have to avoid the pit to go here, and you get 2 hero souls. Alright, we've cleared out this northernmost chunk of level 15, and now we just have to start falling down pits and seeing what happens. And I guess let's try here first, because why not? Okay, it actually does take us somewhere new. I'm very surprised by that. There's actually a treasure chest here. We get Gambler's Proof. That's apparently a new subclass, which we are not aware of yet. And it forces us into these other 2 pits, which of course is just a pain in the butt for us, so we're going to avoid that by just heading back to town, I think. Well, let's fall down one and see what happens. There's so many red circles. Yeah, this is completely useless to us, and so we're going to head back to town and start falling down other pits and see what happens there. So we will be right back. Alright, we're up here at the north pair of pits, and we're just going to try one at random and see if we learn anything. In fact, these are going to take us to 2 different places, it looks like. Yeah, look at that. So we're going to need to fall down both of those eventually. But there is more here? Maybe? Question mark? Looks like we got a set of stairs going downward. How odd. Look at that. Okay, let's try it. Okay, back down to 13. Now the enemies are super weak to us. Just keep looking around, I guess, right? Ooh, okay. Weird. Hold on. We're gonna end up fighting a fight probably, but I just wanted to clear that out entirely so we don't need to come back. Yeah, these enemies are all super easy at this point because of the way that leveling works in this game. Alright, now we can move back up to 14. Oh wow, look at this. I don't know why they made it like this, but they made it like this. We got this over here. It looks like it just leads us to another upward staircase, which now takes us to this area of level 15, which then just spans out in this direction. Whoa. Are they giving us a path to another stratum? Is that happening here? This is a little crazy, yeah? Hold on, we'll take these 2 guys out at total waste. That's alright, we can swap in Nidori. The trick is to have multiple ice users in the party. Yeah, look at this. We're going up to 16 from here. Oh wow, look at this. This is nuts. We've got a relay point. Which, remember, you can get here technically before you fight any of the other nonsense. Right? So where does this tunnel take us? Well, this tunnel takes us somewhere new. It takes us somewhere where this FOE is waiting. And I guess let's check it out. Demonic Slurping Worm, level 124. Okay, we're almost certainly going to lose to this thing, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, it's weak to fire. It doesn't seem to be weak to much else. But of course it regenerates 100,000 hit points per turn, so we're probably gonna need to. We're probably not even gonna be able to. If Patchy just did 20,000, that's her slowest attack. Nature doesn't work. Physical, it has a lot of hit points too. If we could paralyze it or something, no, even that doesn't work. No, we're just dead. Yeah. Costin, don't waste your time, Costin. It's fine. There we go. And she's still up. Okay, there we go. Not gonna be able to take out the demonic slurping worm yet. That's okay. Holy cow, though. Still gotta check out the rest of those pits. Alright. We're back here. Let's try this eastmost one. Of course, it brings us somewhere new. Inside, we find a treasure chest. We get a modified taser, which I feel like we've had those before. This area doesn't appear to actually have much to it. Yeah, it just loops around and takes us to a tunnel. So we'll notice that we're over here in this kind of northeast-ish corner of 14. This brings us here, which is useless to us. It's not going to get us back up to 15 easily. So let's try those two. Well, so here's the point. If we take those two that are in the south, it's almost certainly true that they will just bring us somewhere that we've already been before. We can see that from the map, right? You can see the 2 points where we landed, right? And south of there's no space for anything strange to be. We're going to check it anyway. I'm going to check it anyway, but chances are these are not going to be useful, but we'll check it anyway. Alright, here we are. We're going to be able to drop down one of these, and since the other one's right next to it, we'll be able to tell where it'll put us, right? This one puts us here, the other one will put us here. Neither of those is particularly interesting, so we have cleared out this area, and now we've got to move on to our next thingamajig. So I'll see you then. So, we did get that Gambler's Proof, so let's take a look at what this does. I don't have any Stones of Awakening, so we won't be putting it on anybody, but let's see what we've got here. Subclass excels at taking risks to increase power. Possesses skills that increase MP cost and power of spell cards, and increase damage dealt as well as damage taken. Yikes. So Gambler Mastery. It increases attack, magic, and evasion. Evasion is interesting. Now, high stakes. 2 levels worth, 8 points per level. It doubles the MP cost of spells, and increases the final damage dealt by level times 12%. So, this doubles the cost of spells, and at best, increases the damage dealt by 24%. That doesn't seem like that great to me. And then we got All or Nothing. Now this has the same 2 levels to level up, 8 points per level. Increases damage taken by 50% per level, and damage dealt by 8% per level. Neither of these seem to be good gambles, you know? Right, like, if you think about gambling, the way that gambling works, the way that a casino works, is that every game is slightly, tilted toward the house, right? At least statistically. And so if a large number of people play a large number of games, the house always wins a significant chunk of the cash that's being dealt, or gambled. Here, however, a single person in a particular case may gain or lose statistically by that, but if you're going to play a game, and by game I mean like if you're going to make a specific wager a certain number of times, then you want that percentage of how much the house is going to get, or your percentage of gain to be as high as possible, right? Like if you are gambling on red, if you're just doing a coin toss, if you can get someone to tell you that they'll give you 3 times as much for a heads as you lose for a tails, then that's a great game to play, because you get a 50% chance of winning heads, and you just keep betting heads over and over again. You eventually win out. With these, neither of these skills gets you anywhere close to gaining what you've spent by using the skill. And so I think I probably won't be using Gambler unless I can think of a really good reason. The only really good reason I can think of would be someone like, first off, the Gambler would have to be hit and run. You'd have to use them, bring them in, have them hit, kick them out, right? So you would do something like this. You would bring these all up to the max. You'd have someone like Aya, or someone very fast in the party too, as a support. You would bring someone in, have them do their strongest attack. Yugi's 3 steps to countdown or knockout would be a good example. And you could increase the power of that by 24% plus 16%. So, what is that, 40%? So you could increase the damage that Yugi does by 40% with that very powerful attack, and then you have Aya pop her back out of formation to regain her MP back. So you could make this useful because of the fact that there are rear ranks. But anyone that you're going to put Gambler on you're going to want to have them in the back ranks a lot of the time. So that's what we've got. I just thought I would highlight that subclass, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, we are ready to go try heading up to floor 19. We'll do some more finagling in the lower floors later, maybe, but I figured now's a good time to see what this new stratum has in store for us, and maybe get some fighting in, and see what our situation is. So, here we are, about ready to head up to floor 19. So this is a little strange to me. They have acknowledged that we are going back and forth from the town back to the tree over and over again repeatedly, and that we're actually, they've actually made specific reference to the fact that we're getting our butts kicked and getting sent back to town, and that we don't need to worry about it. And so I find it very strange that all of a sudden they're like, well, we need to make sure that we get to that sword before it, while we still have time. And also Marius is like, yeah, I'm not going to get beat again. And it's like, yes, you are. We're almost certainly going to get beat the first time we fight that sword, as well as probably the next 3 or 4 times we fight it until we get a proper strategy up. In any case, it's a little funny that they have both of those narrative ideas going on at the same time, but let's see what we've got up here on 19. Of course, we start with a relay point, which is nice. We've got a silver button, which more buttons terrify me. We've got a rock. Only those who possess the Mikagami seal may pass. Okay. And then we've got mysterious devices. What is this going to do? Restored the magical orbs on 19th floor to their original state. But this was their original state. This is strange. And this one's blocked because of a device. So we've got another switch puzzle. And this time it's a little funky because we got a silver button that does the reset. Well, I guess that's not that big of a deal. It just does a reset. But anyway, I'm going to keep looking around and we'll see what we find next. Okay, so based on that battle, we're going to have to be very careful up here. We've got those darkness spirits here for some reason, but they seem even worse. They've got that drain you down to 1 hit point attack, and they're just going crazy with it. And then we have, it looks like the Celestial Kadamas have a heal everyone ability, so that sucks. Well, but we're going to press on and see what we find next. Yeah, we're dealing with some major speed demon enemies here. I mean, like, we just got pummeled. Yikes. So, I thought I would mention, I've completed a ring around the stairs. Yay. This is not open. In order to open it, we need to get to that red button, which is past the blue barrier. So, we've got more exploring to do before we find anything useful, but we'll see what happens next. I just thought this was worth noting. There's that little pink spot up at the top, and it just all the way to the east. So, well, not all the way, because there's a green barrier over there. So there's more east to this level, but just a straight shot with a bunch of random things to check out. And of course, you know, I'm not surprised, but here we've got a green barrier that is blocked. That leads to a treasure chest. So we'll have to figure that one out. We still haven't seen the green button. We've seen the red button, but we haven't seen the blue button. So, gotta keep looking around. Okay, we got a treasure chest, something nice. Violent Green Rupee. An item we have many of and use infrequently. Wonderful. A great start. Oh, they're toying with us. It's beautiful. We've got a red barrier here that leads, it looks like, to a treasure chest. Probably nothing else. But we'll see. Figured I'd just point it out, though, because they're giving us a lot of this barrier nonsense. Okay, finally something that seems to be on our side. We've got a blue barrier that is not running. We've got a treasure chest behind that with an energy pack. That's good stuff. But apparently that's all we get. So, oh boy. I'll keep looking around. Well, it's a start. We found the blue switch. Bam. So now we can get to the red switch and start exploring stuff from there. So yeah, we'll see that when we see it. Alright, we're here at the red button. Ugh, that awful, wasn't there a Sonic game was made by a company called Big Red Button or something like that. We've got a tunnel, which we'll hold off on for just a second, because we know already that there's a nice spot here with a treasure chest. So we'll go see that, and then we'll head through that tunnel. Okay, here we are with another treasure chest. No, it's not. Wait, what? No, come on. You gotta be... No. Okay, there it is. Thank goodness. Okay, a Master's Emblem. I think we already have one of those, don't we? Master's Emblem. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we do. It's just an MP booster. Good for somebody. Alright. Next up, tunnel. Actually, before we head to that tunnel, there was a little pink stuff to explore, and I figured let's check out this treasure chest here. We get a treasure chest key, which is good. We have a lot of them now, so I really need to start figuring out something to do with them once I have them. The enemies in this area have ridiculously high speed. If we don't have Aya in the front, we get pounded on before we even get a chance to move. Fortunately, we put some nature users into the party, and it's not so bad. Alright, here we are. It is tunnel time, I guess. Is that... No, let's not... We won't do that again. It takes us all the way over here, and starts us out in a little 3x3 with some more finagling to do, so we'll see what we have to do next. Once again, we've got a nice long path with a bunch of places to explore. As you can see, this area that this brought us to is going to probably fill out most of the northwest corner of the level. We'll see how it goes, though. Alright, I didn't think it would be this easy, but they pushed us, after a tiny little push to the south, as you can see there, we went east again, and found a treasure chest with an Intom in it. That'll be more defense capabilities, which I'm always about, and as you can see, it filled out that little rounded part in the north chunk of the level, so, alright, good. That means more areas filled up without confusion. Okay, this is fairly interesting. Here's our access to the green button. And that will open up two things over on the other side of the level. But we have to go back there from here because we can't use the whatchamacallit, the relay point after we use this. So we have to use this, then go back through the tunnel, I guess, and then start exploring the green stuff without having to kick back to the town. So, I'm going to use this later. We're going to explore a little bit more, gain a little bit more experience, cash, etc., and we'll see what happens next. We've got a blue barrier over here that leads to what looks like a treasure chest. We can go hit that blue button next time we do a cycle back to town and come back here and get this. That shouldn't be a problem, I think. I don't think there's anything in our way from doing that. As long as we don't have to hit the red button again. As long as we leave that tunnel, available, we should be good to go. But we'll see. Check this out. It's very good that we did the exploration before we started fiddling with buttons. Here's why. Behind a green and a blue barrier, which are both open right now, we have a treasure chest. Inside, it's a little cache, but for completionism's sake, we'd want to grab that before we start screwing around with the switches again. So this is worth noting too. I didn't think that this was going to hook down to the south like this, but in fact, it looks like we're basically taking up the whole western chunk side of the level from that, going through that one tunnel. Down here, we got a blue barrier that's closed and a red barrier that's open. And beyond it is a set of stairs with no boss. It looks like. We'll know later, but I think it was a good idea to do the exploration of this area before playing around with switches more. So far, we've got lots of really tough enemies, but we may have a chance to get to the end of the level pretty quickly. But let's explore this whole level if we can. Down here, we've got what looks like a green barrier leading to another treasure chest. So, I don't know. We gotta clear out all these pink areas, and then we'll know what to do next. So, just a little note. As I've been going around here, I've noticed that the theme of the level design for this stratum seems to be one-space holes. Look at all those little one-space holes we have in the level. Those are not common in any other stratum, I think. Or at least they're very common in this one. Maybe one other stratum, I'm not sure. But anyway, as you can see, we're clearing out a lot of area over here. But we've still got quite a bit to look through. We've got 3 pink spots. 2 of them are fairly far apart, so we've got some area to explore, but we'll see. Okay, this is nice. We've got a treasure chest here. There's some cash in it, so not really that interesting. As you can see, this is just a dead end, and this looks like it might be pretty close to it. Oh, it is actually a dead end. Okay. We have now cleared out the whole area of this chunk of the level. Let's see. Probably our first task is to hit the blue button. There's nothing that we need to hit the... there's nothing that we need to... yeah, we'll hit the blue button first, and we'll get the... no, wait, no we won't. Hold on. We'll do green button first. And there's a reason. It's because the blue button's going to get us to the stairs, and we don't care about that. Not yet. Not until we fully explore the level. Alright, we're over here in the far northeast corner of the level. We get the treasure chest here through the green thing that's now open. We get main equipment ribbon. Now, that sounds like a worthless item, but I've played Final Fantasy. Yeah, okay, it's good. It's only useful against certain specific enemies, but it's good. So I guess I should mention we're going south through this open green thing. Hopefully there's not much here because we already lost Yuka due to TP losses. Oh, but this is interesting. We've got a bunch of minor button puzzles here, which is just going to be a pain in the butt, you know? Here's the treasures we can get to. Portable vibro cannon, we have a million of those, but they're still good. Random battle. Yeah, that works. We just need lots of nature abilities. That's why I brought Yuka along, but she was useless. Okay, so we've got 3 things to do here in order to get through here. Ooh, and one of them doesn't make sense. Or I guess it does. Here's the deal. We've got a red-blue and a blue-red. And we've got a green that goes to a treasure chest. And there's a tunnel on the other side of this blue-red. So we need to come in through this tunnel, I think is what is being implied. So, we'll head back to town, and we'll have to reset the buttons. But we will need to Yeah, and that'll actually allow us to get to the... maybe? If resetting the button switches the blue thing again, that'll allow us to do the things on the other side of the area. No, it won't. None of this is good, is it? This is all bad. Okay, I'm going back to town. We'll figure this out. Next thing I show you will be me figuring out what needs to be done. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm wrong. We got an achievement. What is the achievement? What did we achieve there? Collect 40 different main equipments. Okay, well, that's something. So we've got that. That's one more along the path. And we'll just have to head back to that level and start exploring some more. It's a bit of a switch puzzle this time, which I kind of enjoy. So here I am. Reset. Right? Now. Okay. We need to hit the blue, hit the red, and then hit the blue again. That's step one. So we'll do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, as I said, we have hit the blue button, the red button, and then the blue button again. We're back here by the tunnel. There's going to be two places that we can go now with this configuration of the game. And yeah, we'll just have to see what we can do. Oh, by the way, one thing that I'm noticing is that the theme, there's a second theme to this map. Okay, so I mentioned that there's all these little one-spot holes, but here's another thing. Redundant pathways. There's a lot of spaces where it looks like there's no way to get across, like, but there actually is. So I've been actually having a lot of trouble finding the ideal pathways between spots. Hopefully that'll improve a little bit as I get used to it, but, man, there's a lot of different curvy paths in this stratum, so we'll have to watch out for that. Alright, door number 1. Open blue gate, treasure chest. Inside, life drain tome, an item that we already have several of. At least one of. So, alright, we've got that one more in the south, and we'll be all set there. Okay, here we are. We can get through both of these. Here's the stairwell. Here's a random fight. We're still having an awful lot of trouble with these things. One thing that's bothering me is that, well, we might see it here, we might not. Because Costin went first. Yeah, Costin goes first. It's fine. Wriggle's Nature All attack is not doing much. Okay, we found the stairs. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? No. Okay, so the thing that we need to do next is, I think, hit the green button and go through... This is very strange, isn't it? This is very strange. But let's do it. We'll hit the green button. We can go back to town and come back a little bit stronger. And we'll go hit the green button. We can go through that path where there's the red and blue that you can see. And... no, we still won't be able to go get that green thing. But we can go get the green thing over here? Or is that... hold on, let's look at this real quick. Is there a second one beyond it? There's not. So there's a second green thing that we can go get if we just hit the green button. So we're going to do that. But we'll do it after we do a quick town cycle. So we'll be right back. Okay. We are here. This is a treasure chest that is just blocked by a simple green barrier that is open because we hit the green button. It's a metal shattering yokai axe, which is an item that we already have a couple of. So let's go back through the tunnel and then start fiddling around over there. Okay, now we're here. We can't get through here because we can't get here through that green gate with the green button. But we can go here. Here we have a treasure chest. Inside is Inside is an Astral Domine. I guess technically we don't have that other one because it was in a locked chest. But again, that's a reference to Wizardry 7, one of the best games ever. And it is a gigantic magic booster. So we got one without using a key, which is nice. So the question is, what now? I think our best chance is to have the other red and blues, the other red and blue state going on, and maybe see if we can get through that tunnel. Can I arrange that? I think so? I would need to go and hit the blue button, and then I would need to hit the red button, and then it would be good. Yeah, that's doable. That's doable. Let's try it. Oh man. Okay, so here's the problem. Anytime we want to go through this thing, we have to hit the... This is rough, okay? Because in order to hit the green... If we leave and come back, we'll need to reset all the things, right? In order to open the green thing to get here, we need to open the red thing. In order to open the red thing, we need to open the blue thing. So this is... Hopefully there's a relay point on the other side of this. Oh, there totally is. Thank goodness. Okay, great. This is like the one time the game decides to be nice to us. Here's a relay point. Yes, I'm fine with that. Okay, that clears things up a little bit. In fact, it makes it possible for us to get that treasure chest over there because we can just warp in over here. But it also means that we have more area to explore, probably a significant amount. So let's keep going. Okay, this is super interesting. There's a blue barrier right here. If we ever... if we ever hit the reset button, we won't be able to go forward from that relay point because it'll reset the blue thing. So, yeah, we're dealing with a very tricky level here. We gotta try to stay alive here without pushing any buttons as long as possible. Let's see what happens. Another very lucky open green barrier. I have no idea what's behind it. It's a green button. Fine. You know what? It's fine. This is good. We can use this. We won't use it yet, but we can use it. So I may be a little dim here. Check this out. There's an open green barrier that we had to get to this green button. If we hit that green button, we'll be locked in here. Unless there's a way that loops back around elsewhere through the level. Which there might be. We don't know yet. But, it looks like that green button might be there. It might be in place for us to hit it, retreat to town, come back, and go get that green treasure chest and nothing else. That might be the only thing it's good for. But we'll see. Okay, another fun thing to find. We've got a green barrier and a blue barrier, both on right now, leading to another set of stairs up. So we're gonna have to deal with multiple sets of upward stairs on this stratum, on this floor specifically. This is getting maze-like, and well, we'll see what we find next. So right here, we've got a closed red path and an open green path. And it looks like it leads to a treasure chest. But, yeah. This is actually interesting. I like it. Okay, this is nice. We're over here in the south end of the level, and we've got a treasure chest. Inside there is a Tome of Insight, Defense. We haven't really played with the tomes at all. This is one of those things where we'll probably use them up when we get into the post game because we'll have plenty of extra levels to use and no place to put those skill points. But we'll see. Okay, still exploring. Got another treasure chest. In here we got 2 shining dragon souls. Material. Very nice. Okay, pleasant surprise over here. There's this area that we just opened up. It looks like it's just a funky looking hallway, but we got a treasure chest at the back of it. Inside, Tome of Reincarnation. You know, we didn't have many of those until just a minute ago, but oh, and actually, there is your cycle back. You see that? There's a loop now. So if we do hit that button, it just makes it take us a lot longer to get around here. So that is moderately interesting, question mark. In any case, we've now got a bunch, we still have quite a bit of area to explore, so I'm going to keep going. Okay, this is a little odd. So we're over here, there's a blue barrier, and it's closed. I mean, it seems to be by itself, and it doesn't seem like it does anything but maybe lead to a treasure chest? I don't know. It's weird, it's on a corner. Usually they're almost always in straights, but whatever. Here we go. Here is a small favor for us. I've got an open green barrier leading to a treasure chest. Inside is a training manual. Cool, we never need to get through that again. And just gonna keep looking around. Okay, we are down here on the south end of the level. We got another treasure chest. Inside is a couple of life gems. Those are nice. HP boosts. Still exploring. Might have to do a quick duck back into town, but because we haven't touched any switches in here, that should be okay, I think. But we'll see. We'll find out. As inevitably we will screw something up. Okay, here's something good. We got another blue switch in here. If they give us a bunch of switches to play with, then we'll be able to move around more freely in this area. However, you'll notice that the blue barrier that is just south of the southern relay point would block us from getting into this whole chunk of this level. So, I don't know. It's gonna be... We're gonna have to fiddle with it in the right order. That's gonna be the trick. Hey, we got another achievement, and it dropped us a bunch more money. What did we do? 95 different sub-equipments. 70,000. Yeesh. None of these we even have any conditions on yet. Oh, man. And then there's plus achievements, which 256 hours. Jeez. There's more for the higher numbers of sub-equipments. This is all plus disc stuff, I guess, so... However, achievable would be 3,000 battles, 200 escapes. Wow, 200 escapes. More than 99 of an item, more than 1 million money. There's a lot that we could do if we just ground at it for a while, and I may end up doing that. I'll cut it out so you guys don't have to watch it, but, man. Alright. Well, I'm headed back into the dungeon. I haven't pushed any buttons yet, so there's that little blue area that we should be able to explore without too much trouble, and we'll see what happens over there. Alright, so as you can see, there's 2 pink dots left. One leads me directly to a treasure chest. Big whoop. Micron's magic book. Oh, happy day. And then there's another one that looks like it leads to nothing, as you can see. But we gotta explore it anyway. It'll take just a second. Probably get into a fight. That's okay. There it goes. Alright. Now we are back to trickiness vis-a-vis, vis-a-vis playing with the switches. Let's go get that whatchamacallit, treasure chest that's behind the green barrier. We'll go get that. That should be easy. The easiest way for us to do that, actually, is to head up to that green button and push it, and then cycle out of the dungeon. Actually, we may not... Yeah, we'll cycle out of the dungeon. Alright, so as you can see, I hit that green button. I cycled back into the dungeon. We can still go through because we haven't touched any of this, but now we can go through and grab this. Inside is a Grandmaster Breaker title, a sub-equipment that I've never seen before. So let's see what it does. Grandmaster Breaker title. The proof of being the strongest enforcer who conquered the Dark City. Score requirement is tough, all this stuff is hunting dragons and phantoms. TP, stats 50%, affinities 40, resistance is 24. A very nice item. Of course, the downside now is that we need to run back through the rest of the level in order to hit that green button again, I think. Is that the easiest way to do that? Probably. Then we need to figure out the... Oh, well, so... Okay, so this is actually... No, hold on. There is more we can do. Give me a second here. So here's what I'm thinking we can do in this path. Is we can go hit that blue button, grab that treasure chest that's got the blue gate in front of it, and then hit the blue button again. That's our goal. And we'll see if we can have the party survive long enough to do it. Okay, so, blue button, hit. Okay, now we're over here. This is open. We go over here, we grab the treasure chest. Inside is a rainbow light, or two of them actually, and that clears out this area. Okay. So, we know that that blue one that's open all the way on the far southeast has something else behind it that's closed, I think. So let's aim for that red one that points north. Now, of course, I need to hit the blue button again before I exit the dungeon, or else I will be in trouble. Okay, so we're back to where we are, where we need to be. What we can do is we can hit the green button, or actually, let's head back over there and see exactly what it is that we need. And we can hit the green button while we're over there, maybe. Maybe. Alright, we're trying this again. We've got the 60 or more achievements. I don't know if we have enough battle points for this, but we're gonna see. Oh, we do. We totally do. Alright, Battle with Flandre. We have not optimized for this in any way, because I don't know what she does. So let's find out what she does. Okay, first try, it worked. I don't know, I'm not gonna complain. We got some gems, we got some goodies, and we get probably Flandre. We'll see. Okay, we got kind of lucky there. Somehow we managed to take her out. It helps that we have done a ton of leveling and we have all those level bonuses and skills and all that good stuff. Plus all the library levels that we've had to do to get to the bosses after this. Anyway, let's go see what Flandre can do. So, where is she? She must fill this spot right here. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Array Shrine, level characters. Here she is. Alright, Flandre. Good hit points, attack type, very low defense in mind. Low TP, very high MP. Starts with a good base evasion. Let's level her up and see what happens. Okay, level 81. Now she has a lot of magic power, considering. We'll check her skills. Right now we'll put everything in attack, but we'll check her skills, because there may be some of her skills that are actually magic-based, but we'll see. Her speed is still pretty low, but we'll deal with that with some library levels. Her defense and mind are still garbage. Now, to be fair, that doesn't matter that much in the post-game, because defense and mind become basically useless. So there is Flandre. Let's check out her skills. Okay. MP, attack, and magic boost to start. It's a good set. Would have preferred to have a TP boost, but, you know, you'd expect the character with low TP not to have that skill to begin with. We've got 3 spell cards. Starbow Break, Single Enemy Dark, Low Accuracy. Ignores a small portion of the enemy's defense. Deals damage to the user as well. Weird. You've got Forbidden Fruit, all enemies Mystic type, high accuracy. High attack properties, will consumes 1 MP from all in front and reduces their ATB bars. She is a... this is not... That's irritating. Okay, now we've got Labyrinth. 13 MP, fire type, all enemies, composite. Yeah, you see, this is a magic attack. That's why she needs magic. This is a composite attack that probably uses both attack and magic as well. So we're going to do probably half and half her on attack and magic, because she's going to use that stat a lot. Anyway, this targets all enemies, very high attack, consumes 2 MP from all in front, jeez, reduces their ATB bar, and debuffs all their stats. Whew, she is going to be a pain in the butt to actually make use of, huh? Well, we'll see what we can do. Alright, now her basic passives. She's got SDM Residence, okay, good. We have enough SDM Residence now that we can fill more than just the front line at this point. So we might actually want to start investing in that now. We have Smoldering Madness. Upon her turn, all allies in the front will have their attack increased by 4% per level. 2 levels. I'm buying it. We have Impact Attack. Adds shock to all attacks. Buying it. We have Beatdown. When the user defeats an enemy, the user will recover level worth of MP up to 2 levels, and have all stats increased by 8% per level. Multiple kills on the same attack won't stack. Doesn't matter. Buying that. And then we have Vampiric Wrath. If the user takes damage from an elemental weakness, all stats will be increased by 25%. Tricky. I'll hold off on that. We've got 50 points to use on other stuff. Probably... These will only go up to level 5, so we can do 2 of them all the way. Probably something like that. And something like that. Per, you know, area effect attacks. And then we'll put one other thing in Starboard Break. We'll stick here until we discover a better use for her. Actually, let's check her status itself. I mean, I should have seen this when I was leveling her up. But she's extremely defended against fire, extremely weak against cold. And Spirit, wow. 32 base level. That's crazy. We'll want to... And 64 in Wind and Nature, which also is bad. And in Physical, which is pretty bad. But she's got good Mystic defense and decent Dark defense. So she is a weird little... She's very tricky to use. We'll have to figure this out. Probably want to invest some money in her before we try to actually use anything. Use her. If we can get those weaknesses dealt with a little bit, she might be pretty good. So that is Flandre. And yeah, we will continue with whatever is next. Alright, I am achievement hunting, and I have done an achievement. We've got number 86, created 100 pieces of equipment. Basically, what I did is I looked for all the different recipes that I had more than 5 materials of the individual material pieces at this point, and I just cranked out a bunch of cheap crap. Still, it works. It counts. And the cool thing about this one is that it means that there's that rock that requires you to have like 88 of them made, which we should be able to go get that too. So we'll see that next. Unless I get another achievement at some point. Okay, I think this is it. So we're over here on the 15th floor. Crafted 88 or more items may pass. Bam, we're through. Inside we find a treasure chest with a ribbon in it. Okay, well we already have a ribbon, so that's all well and good, but whatever. It's still a good item, so I'm not going to complain too much. Let's take these guys out. There we go. Kappa technology for the win. Alright. So that completes our examination of level 15 here. That's great. And, yeah. We will see what is next. So I'm just checking. We're over here on floor 13. There is actually a place that we haven't checked yet. So we've got the Iris Seal. That's all well and good. What does this one require? 72 or more achievements may pass. So we're still short on that a little bit. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Because the open question is, how many do we have? And then how many do we need? And whether any of them are just super easy. So... I believe there was a comment from Deity Diz that said that I had like 63 at the end of the last episode, possibly? So, what are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Well, actually, you know, at this point it's easier to count the blanked out ones in the first 93. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19... 20, 21, 22. So that puts us at 71. We need one more freaking achievement in order to get this. So the question is, what can we do? Well, 3,000 battles might be a ways away. I'm not sure about that one. We can escape 200 times. That would just involve me jamming on the escape button for a while. That doesn't sound fun. That one's hard to do. That one's hard to do. That one, we have no idea where we are on that one. That one's going to happen eventually no matter what we want, basically. 60 FOEs might be doable. I've been going back and forth and fighting FOEs occasionally, or refighting them. I don't know how far up close to 60 I am. Having no FOEs present at once is probably not possible at this point. That we can't do. That we have no way to deal with. Reach level 100 on a character. 78 different materials, no way to easily do that. Raise the sum of a character's parameters to 750 or more. That might be doable. Let's see if we can set that up. When they say parameters, do they mean like... Hold on. The thing is that I'm not really sure what they mean by parameters. So I'll put this back later, but... Do they mean... I mean, do they mean like fire, wind, nature, etc.? That might be what they mean, I'm not sure. Nothing there seems to do that. But what we can do, maybe, is we can just dump really good defensive items onto her. Right? And that might get us there? I don't know. Does that do it? No. That's 100. That's... I don't know what they mean by 700. It's a little bit vague, you know? That's not what I want. 750 or more. But if I look at Remy, for instance, everything that she's got is over 100, so it can't be this. So what do they mean by parameters? I just don't know. I mean, does it mean resistances? We could try for resistances. What gives us the most possible resistances? Well, the ribbon, that's a good one. Then... all resistances plus 24 is a good one. That's another good one. The Shed Toadstool? Does that do it? No. So it can't be that either. I don't know. We'll have to put her equipment back. I'd have to go look it up, and I feel like that's not what we want to do. Maybe this has to do with the magic library, in which case it costs a lot and we don't have the money for it. We could try this. Maximum TP to 50? Let's, why not? Let's just unequip everyone. Because why not? And then we can look at our group. And who has the most TP? Well, Kassin does, of this group. Flandre at 8 is a little bit ridiculous. It's too bad we can't, like, look at status numbers there, but maybe we could do 50 TP anyway. Alright, how do we get max TP? There's 9. I'm seeing a lot of 3s. There's a 4. Did that do it? I need to be above it. I need like I need a 5er or something. Do we have anything that in the sub-equipment that raises TP by 5? I'm thinking we don't. Okay, alternate method. We'll go here. Unequip everyone. I have an idea. Nidori doesn't have much TP, but she has maintenance. 4, 4, 4. Done. Does that not work? There we go. Bam. We get 3 energy gems. And, oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's go take a look at it real quick. Oh, there it is. Yeah, raise a character's maximum TP to 50. You are way too motivated right now, and as usual, the others aren't motivated enough. Because we dumped all the TP items onto Nidori. Doesn't matter, works for me. Unequip all characters. We don't even need equipment for this, right? We're just gonna... Oh, no, wait, we do, actually, because there's a boss fight over there. Crap. Okay. Let's figure this out. I gotta re-equip everybody. I'm gonna re-equip everybody. We'll be back when we're ready for that. Alright, here we are back on floor 13, and we are heading over here. No we're not. Hold on. I forgot to de-level us. What's the number? 65. Alright. Give me a second. Hold on. We are so overleveled. Alright, let's try this. 13. Lucky floor 13. Here we go. Iris Seal. 72 or more achievements. Alright. And, what? Really? Oh, they're just making it funky for me to explore. Okay, here we go. I have no idea what this boss is, but we're gonna find out. Alright, first try with the correct levels. So, it took me a while to figure out what was going on, but as you probably can see, whenever she was concentrating, we couldn't do damage to her pretty much. We could do piercing damage, which is why I had Sakya and Iku start doing plain attacks when she concentrated. But since she was weak against nature and fire, I had a limited number of characters who had those abilities for this fight. Still, we managed to wear her down over time, including the fact that she was vulnerable somewhat to poison. That was nice too. As you can see, we get some pretty nice items, including an Oljas Shamshir, which is a really nice item, and a Light Needle, which I don't know that we've seen those before. Plus, we probably get Eiki to join the team. Let's see. Alright, well, that does it for that. Let's go check and see what Eiki is like. Oh, we get another thingamajig, too. A Life Drain Tome. Okay, what do we get? Achievements. 78 different materials. Life Drain Tome. Finished gathering all the materials? Really? No, come on, really? Yeah, we're missing that one. And that one. And this whole page. That's a little strange. I don't know why they would do that. But you know what? They... Where was it? 78 different materials. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20 per page, and 5 pages, which is 100. I don't know what the deal is with that. But whatever. Let's check out Shiki Eiki. I don't know. I have no idea who we're going to swap out. Maybe Remy. Yeah, she's also all the way down on the thing. For some reason, she was supposed to be the last person we get. There she is. We'll head over to the Hakare Shrine. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Alright. So, she starts out with decent hit points. Her attack and magic are matched, which is worth noting, because that usually means that she's going to have spell cards that are a combination of both effects. She has low MP and fairly low TP. Her defense and mind are also kind of sad. Her speed looks pretty bad, too. As for leveling up, she levels up reasonably, at a reasonable speed, I guess? And I guess we'll split them half and half between attack and magic until we're sure of what's going on. So there's her stats. Okay, so there is Shiki Eiki. What are her skills like? Okay, so she starts out with attack boost, magic boost, and mind boost. Having both attack and magic means that maybe she's intended to bump both of them. Then, she has 3, count them, 3 spell cards. She has Last Judgment, targets a single enemy, Spirit type, direct attack, high power, ignores defense. That is worth noting. We have a dark spell that attacks all enemies, Trial of the 10 Kings. This is a magic attack. Targets all enemies, dark type, high power, lowers all the enemies' stats slightly. Finally, we have the Wandering Sin. Again, all enemies, dark type, magic attack. It has low power, but it inflicts everything. Of course, the chance to inflict the ailments is quite low, but when you have 7 different ailments that you can inflict, even a low chance might be worth having. So, I don't know. So she has 2 of these that are magic attacks and 1 that is a direct attack. If I want, I can just buff her attack like crazy and throw her a bunch of points into Last Judgment and basically just make her an attack tanker for bosses. That might be useful, and in fact, I probably will respec her that way for a boss fight if and when it becomes necessary. It'll be worth a try, definitely. But let's look at her passive skills. So, she has Cleansed Crystal Mirror. If the user is in front, all elemental damage taken is reduced. All elemental damage applied to all in front. That's amazingly good. Taking that right now. We have Majesty. Upon her turn, she will have her stats increased by 3% per level. Also very, very good. We have the Supreme Judge of Paradise. All allies recover 1 MP if 3 or more enemies remain upon the user's turn. That one's going to be tricky to use. We won't put points into it right now, but if we're using her for her Last Judgment on bosses, this will be useless. And so we're going to put that off for the time being. We've got Thankful Preaching. Adds a silence effect to all attacks. That is surprisingly in character. We have the Rod of Remorse. If the user's attack kills an enemy, all stats increase by 15%. If it doesn't kill an enemy, 1 MP will be recovered. That's really good. We're going to pop that in there, because there's only 1 level of it. And then we've got Strong Faith. If the user has less than 66 hit points upon her turn, S level MP will be recovered. Up to 3 levels worth? It's one of those things where she doesn't have enough hit points that she's going to be hit frequently and stay alive, basically. So we're going to pass on that. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a bunch of points into Last Judgment. Because, why not? And then, well, we'll leave some points to play around with when we come up with a use case for her. So, here is Shiki Eiki, the Yamazana Do. And yeah, we will see what happens next. Okay, so we've got some fun here, but I think we can solve it. We've got a green and a red, but we can do this. Here's what we do. Here's my idea. We hit the green button again. That clears up that barrier, which allows us to move around freely in this lower half of the level. Then we go to the northern relay point, hit the red button, and then we can come through here. Easy peasy. So let's do it. Okay, as always, I forgot something. Hitting that green button closes this barrier. So what we actually have to do is come in from the south. But we can still not do that. No, we can. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, southern relay point. Head north through here. Head north through here. Go through this stupid open thing. Hit the red button. And I can actually just cycle back. Right? Leave dungeon, great tree, south thing. Save myself some time with some encounters. And this is easy. So we'll be there in just a second. Alright, there was a fight, but as you can see, we went through the green and the red open ones there. We get a War Mask of the Butcher, which is another item that we have a couple of already. And now, we have completely filled up this area. In fact, it would be fairly easy for us to, yeah, we can get to the stairs over in on the west side pretty easily. We need to hit the blue button and then basically go through there, which is totally doable. Nothing blocks us when we do that. So we will... Yeah, alright, cool. So this is the level done. We have completed level 19. We will call it here. Yeah. Next time we open up, we will be at that staircase, getting ready to delve into the next area, level 20. So, this has been episode 19 of Labyrinth of Touhou. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you next time.